Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Embracing Your Self-Worth broadcast. Avoiding your abilities to succeed. Maybe you're waiting for others to make the first move. Are you afraid to say no? Are you keeping within your limits? In this motivational broadcast, you will understand what actions are needed to be successful. And you will know that it's okay to say no and not feel pressure. Hello to those just joining the broadcast. Text someone and let them know to tune in to this motivational moment, giving you solutions to whatever has stopped you from living in confidence. I'm Gertrude Chapman, founder of Turning Point in Richmond. I help people who are shattered regain their self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth to achieve their goals in life. If that's you, well, you're in the right place. I'm here to help you believe in yourself. Love your uniqueness, be unapologetic, and embrace your self-worth. And today I'll be speaking on why self-confidence leads to success. I'm going to say that again. Why does self-confidence lead to success? Being self-confident gives you a huge boost of energy that has the momentum to accomplish every goal you have written down. Now that's a little side note right there, okay? Because it's important to write down your goals so you can keep them always before your eyes. Keep them fresh. Self-confidence is not ego tripping. Self-confidence is believing in your abilities to get something done. Ego tripping is, you're having a self-interest where it's all about me, and I. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever taking self-confidence, mistaken, put it this way. Have you ever mistaken self-confidence with ego? Simply place a Y for yes or N for no in the comments below. Has that ever happened to you? Sometimes this is what holds people back because they don't want to be viewed as conceited. Where it's supposed to be self-confidence, they mistake it for ego. Now, let me give you a few tips to build your self-confidence. A hindrance to success is waiting for someone to make that first move. Tip number one, it is important for you to take action and not wait around waiting for someone else. Break out of shyness and speak out to do what you know is right. Or, shyness is something that's akin to a breakdown of your truth. That's all this shyness is. It's a breakdown to your truth. Now let me interject right here and say, that was me at one time. You might say, that was you, Gertrude? You were shy? Yes, I was. I was very shy. I wouldn't, if you talk to me, I would talk to you, but I would not initiate the first the first words to a conversation. I was friendly, but I was shy. I was terribly shy. Another hindrance to succeeding is avoiding your ability to succeed by making excuses for your speech. And you use fear. This is what you have to do. You have to remove those excuses from your speech and use fear as a motivator by facing your fear. Because otherwise, you won't be able to succeed. So stop making excuses. Stop making those excuses. You have to remove those things from your speech. Just go on and do what you got to do. You have to face that fear. Use fear as a motivator. Use it as a stepping stone. Use it, as a launching pad to get you past where you currently are. Have you ever, this is another question, have you ever pressed through a situation and when you were on the other side of the fear or apprehension, the fear disappeared? I know that one. it was just something there. I was afraid. But once I got to the other side, that fear just disappeared. And that happened to me on several occasions until I learned to turn those oppositions and make them work for my good. I use fear, I use apprehension as stepping stones. I promise you, if you just try it, whatever is trying to hold you in that bondage, you use it as a step to launch you past that point. And I'm telling you, you will benefit from that exercise. I have. I have. And it's not that, fear doesn't try to pop up every once in a while in my life, but I recognize it and I know what to do. I know what to do. So when you have knowledge of, what to do with certain things, you're no longer shy, you're no longer apprehensive, because you should be determined in yourself that, you will be successful in whatever area that is. Whatever area that is. Success for different people are different things. And another hindrance to success is when you're afraid to say no. That's tip number 3. Now, I'm telling you, it's perfectly okay to say no. If you don't feel like it, if you just don't want to be bothered, or you feel that you're taken advantage of, or you're overwhelmed, or whatever it may be, this is your life. So don't allow anyone to pressure you. Don't allow that to happen to you. A hindrance to succeed, and this is tip number 4, is keeping within your limits. Okay, that happens. Keep it within your limits. And this tip number 4 is you try to play it safe. And when you try to play it safe, you will not grow. So you have to press past those boundaries. Press those limitations wherever you believe to be a limitation. That's why I don't like all those old cliches that people say, And what do you think? Money grows on trees, or you got to crawl before you walk? All those things are limitations that build up. You think on those things, you put them in your subconscious mind. Now, when you try to press past something, or you trying to believe for something, guess what shows up? Guess what that little voice is talking in your head? You got to crawl before you walk. What you mean? I just can't start flying? Just start flying. Just go for it. Just don't stop. There is no limits. There are no limits to you. Only limits that you have is what you believe. Limitations are your mind's comfort zone. Did you get that? Limitations are your mind's comfort zone. So you have to go beyond, and you have to explore what's on the other side of your thinking. That simple phrase of Nike, just do it. Now, we're not talking about doing things crazy and, whatever. We talked about just, going forward and pressing beyond what you think you can't do, or what you think you can't have, or what you think you can't, obtain. Pressing beyond that, getting to the other side. And, that's why self-esteem, as you building your self-esteem, you got to come out your comfort zone. You got to take risks. You have to take chances. Because if not, this is all that you will know. So this year, aim to be self-confident. Without even thinking about it, give it a try. Start with just one thing. This is one thing. Instead of waiting for someone to make the first move, you move. You will see that making the first move was not so bad after all. And what you do, you repeat this several times. And then when you have, conquered that one, you go on to the next one. And each time, what happens, your confidence level goes up. It goes up. So why not give it a try? And let me know how that goes for you. I love receiving your emails. So send me an email. This is your turning point at gmail.com. This is your turning point at gmail.com. And also, check out my Instagram page at Embracing Your Self-Worth. On Instagram, it's at Embracing Your Self-Worth. And thank you for joining me. Join me again for another motivational broadcast. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, founder of Turning Point Enrichment. Remember, this is your time, this is your season, this is your turning point. So have a nice rest of the afternoon.